Right now I'm working on the sketches for chapter 6, and like this is what I've printed out my text page, and now I'm roughing in drawings. You can see in pencil at first, and then I'm going over it in marker after I get it a little more refined. But for each of these characters, I have to I don't know why I can't do this any other way, but the only way I can do these drawings is to enact every pose. So right now, I'll show you how I do that. I'm doing these two guys who are rehearsing for a play. Without this, I'm nothing. So this is what I do all day long. I act out these poses, and then I draw them. Put the timer button on, shoot it, look at my drawing. That's one guy. The really interesting thing is when I have to enact my parents having a fight. I have to be both of them. And I'm always using props. Everything around here is props. This is something I set up for yesterday. I don't even know what's a real object and what's a fake object. Oh, like this. This comes in very handy. So, this is my digital camera image that I just took of myself. So I take that, can back up so I can, and I use it, I look at it to draw from. Okay, like this guy here, this figure. I look at my pose, and then I use it to draw this person in a more accurate way than I could without the camera. This is a guy holding a script, rehearsing a play. So all day long I'm holding this camera, charging and recharging the batteries. I go through like 5 battery charges a day on it. You think you got that? Yep. So going to all those lengths might seem a little crazy, and in fact, I probably exaggerate. I like to talk about how my drawing process is a barely contained obsessive compulsive disorder, but really, it's not that much work when you think about it. Doing all this posing and the digital photographs, it's really quite quick and convenient. In the past, before I had access to the camera, well, I'd use Polaroids, but before that, I would use catalogs, to get pictures of people doing things. Or I had these artist reference books, like this one, Hands and Faces, where there's a whole mess of shots of people. This woman is looking jubilant. There's all these different angles of her being jubilant. I don't have to go dig out that book and flip through it for exactly the expression I want and then settle for something that's not exactly right. It takes me a second to take these photographs. So really, I don't think it's quite as crazy as I would like to think.